Good morning and welcome back. It is 8:23 a.m. here on the East Coast of Canada. This is Old Man Mordaith, and we are back with Blood and Ice, a Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play, where we are taking on the roles of the Germanically aligned, religiously aligned Scandinavian Empire. Now, we weren't always an empire. We started out very small, and we have risen to notable greatness here in the world. We are one of the largest empires, but that does not mean we are the most powerful. We've still got a long ways to go to develop our counties into being a lean meat fighting force. Though we are starting to be able to raise enough troops that we can contend with the big boys down in Paris, down in France and whatnot. But they can still raise tens and thousands of troops. So. Alright, so where we last left off, our council is still discontent because we've only recently assumed the throne. In fact, we only came to power with Frodi Snorrison, Frodi the Hunter, about 2 years ago now. So we're still waiting for everyone to calm down. We don't currently have any factions or threats. We got one known blob, but that's not against us, so we're just going to let it slide. But let's take a look at Frodi the Hunter. We haven't had a good look at one of our rulers in a while. So I've set his focus on hunting, and he is a charismatic negotiator, which is why his diplomacy is so wonderfully high. He's got the hunter trait. He's kind. He's temperate. Temperate's a nice trait too. He's proud, but he's also greedy. Now that's going to help increase the money he gets in, but you'll see the greedy decreases his diplomacy. And, that's fine. He's got diplomacy to spare. So with that, we're going to take off, and we're going to see about continuing to hunt the great white bear. And we are going to see about finally securing maybe a bit more land down here. But, I don't know, Pomerania sure has gotten big over the last while. Pomerania, and they're a Slavic religion. So, that's very interesting. Alright, and here we go. So, we're going to want to keep an eye on going the Great Hunt. We can do a Great Hunt every year. And we just, I think, finished, or are in the midst of a Great Hunt. Let's take a look. No, we are not in the midst of a Great Hunt. Look at that. The council finally just went, hey, we're cool. Everything's fine. And my aunt, who is 16, has just become a scholarly religious study person. I'm not going to stumble over that word right now. I just woke up, so. Now I have a strong claim to this kingdom, which means I can try to usurp it if the person's at peace, but I don't want to usurp it. I gave that away to appease my minions. My vassals. Alright, so let's take a look here at the various people we got going on. All our kings currently are pretty content with us. We either have non-aggression pacts, or they just generally like us. But let's take a look at our overall opinions, and we'll sort by opinions. And so these guys are the 4 ones that dislike us the most. But honestly, they like us enough that they're not going to cause any problems. So I don't think that's a real issue. Oh, my wife, Hala, has sent me a gift. A small puppy of the finest pedigree, destined to grow into a great hunting dog. I will accept this gracious gift. That's going to increase my diplomacy and my health trait. And we're going to name him Faithful. I don't know if naming them anything different has an effect, but we're going to do it anyway. So, as soon as it turns September, we're going to try to remember to go on a great hunt. Ooh, my tea is awful warm this morning. There's a new son coming into play. Name him after a random ancestor. There we go. I like that name. Oh, there's my son. This is also my current heir, Snorri, Prince Snorri of Scandinavia. He just got born last year, and we're gonna hope great things for him. He's got his brother, who just got born there too. So we're gonna hope that our concubines, we got lots of concubines now, and she's actually 28. So once she turns 30, I think I'm gonna set her aside. Being 38 myself, that sounds depressing saying it out loud. Anyway, hopefully my much younger wife will never decide to set me aside for a younger concubine. So hopefully I won't get my comeuppance that way. Alright, so we're going to keep skipping along. We're just early spring right now, and we're going to move on to hopefully progress to September with no problems so we can go on a hunt. Now, one interesting thing, the update that's coming up with the Big Crusader Kings update is these gray areas. Apparently they're going to be filled in, and you're going to be able to lay claim to them. I guess that's a one point of irritation that the gang over at the Crusader Kings 2 staff doesn't like. They don't like having these big gray areas on their map. The expansion does look really cool. It's going to add China off as an off-map entity that you can interact with, invade, conquer, pay tribute to. So that'll be fun. And they're going to rework all the Silk Road mechanics, which really, I've played a couple Silk Road games in my private time, and I am looking forward to getting a chance to maybe doing a Silk Road stream when it comes out. Your dog is growing quickly and is no longer a puppy. He runs fast and has a keen nose, and your dog handles praise his good character. Good dog. Lots of plotting going around. We always get that mid-year lag. Crusader Kings 2 used to be really rough late game. After you played even a couple hundred years, the game would start to really slow down a lot. I seem to have some troops raised south there. They must have been leftovers from the Pomeranian Holy War that I had gotten myself embroiled in through inheritance. You know what we're going to do? Something we haven't done in a while. We're going to wait, but once our troops get back up to a decent level, we're going to go raiding. We're going to establish, just this buddy's coming in, and that's nice and all, but we could really use a lot more. I mean, look, we're going to take a look at all these holdings we got here. Look at this. Look at this. This is a pain. Oh, that's like a... Oh. Alright, so I owed this territory, but not that territory. This territory needs completely redeveloped. So we're going to turn that into... We're going to buy that. Build that into a keep. You know what, actually? This guy wants that territory? Yeah, I'll hold on to it for a while. I was going to give it to him, but it's not like he's causing me any problems. And it's not like he could take it by force, so 9 out of 9, I'm going to keep on to these defenses. Hey, my wife's pregnant again. That's fantastic. Bring on the babies. So what I'm doing is I am keeping an eye on my army troops. I should be able to recruit 5,000 in total. Right now I can only recruit about 3,500. And oh, also credible reports of the Great White Bear. Let's go. Oh shoot, I totally missed September, and it's past November now, so I missed the hunt. Now, if there was a mod out there that allowed you just basically to pre-select events, you're like, I'm going to go on a great hunt in September, so you'd click it, and then when September rolled around, you would automatically go to the great hunt. So who's this guy? He's a threat of some sort. Faction. He wants increased power in council power in Scandinavia. Dude, who are you even? You're one of my direct vassals. You're over here. Alright, so we're gonna have to deal with you. You're not a big threat, but I'm worried. You're my cousin. First we're going to see about just giving you a title or something. Actually, we're just gonna send you a gift. I've got a really high diplomacy, and that is what it is there for. There we go. Knocked his threat rate way down, and he's not going to be an issue at all. Our moral authority of our faith has dropped considerably. That is because Saxony is no longer in control of the Norse religion. That's fine. One day, we'll get our revenge. This time, the Great White Bear will not escape me. Was this the character that got diarrhea after he drinking some potion the old woman gave him in the forest? Fruitlessly scouring the countryside, you come across a small cottage in the wilds. As you knock, a beautiful young woman opens. She pauses and gives you a warm, inviting look. It says, "It's very lonely out here. Would you stay the night?" If I say yes, I get +1 diplomacy, plus the general opinion, and the lustful trait. Doing it. The next morning, you awake with a warm body next to you. You spent a long, pleasant night in the cabin, but it's time to get back to the world outside. Your companion looks into your eyes, caresses you, and asks you to stay a little longer. That was nice, but I have to go. Come back to court with me. Yeah, we'll do that. So I've brought this woman back, and she is my lover. Alright. I'm gonna give her an honorary title. No, not a court jester. So there are no honorary titles I can give her. I will train my dog personally. So there we go. You return to court. The hunt with the elusive white bear seems fruitless, but there are many more things out there in the wild. Maybe next time you'll catch your prey. Next time. I'm 20, got lots of time. So this year I'm going to do my darndest not to forget hunting. Come September. So let's take a look at our options here. More importantly, military. Is my marshal is out there raising troops, so we're gonna have him over to Dow now. Yeah, troops there are, I think we've got our max number of vassals there. No. We actually had, right there we can see, how many troops are currently stationed in where. What's this? Message about arranged matrimonial betrothal. Decline. Okay, this guy wants me to marry my half brother away, and all titles decline. No way. So he's doing that as a political move, and that's why you got to always kind of read the offers coming in, because if you accept every marriage just kind of blithely, you'll wind up in a bit of trouble. Okay, so this guy is the King of Denmark. He's got an excellent martial score, and we're going to appoint him as marshal. Which means I have to assign my marshal to a new task. And he's going to go back to Dow. Not go back. He's never been there. All right. We're also going to. He just inherited everything. Gotta make sure everything looks fine. Hey, I got another daughter on the way. We do have this guy looking for increased council support. I'll send him a gift. These gifts aren't that costly for me. I make it about in a month what I'm paying out to some of these lesser title holders just to keep them in line. And you'll see they're not even an issue now. There we go. So you know what I'm gonna do? This is kind of a scummy thing to do. I'm going to set aside this concubine. And I'm going to look at my relationships. I'm going to make my lover a concubine. She seems alright with that. Alright. I'll give her a gift to keep her happy. Alright, so my half-brother lacks focus. I'm gonna have my half-brother focus on etiquette. He needs to increase that diplomacy. Look here. July. Keep an eye on the time. Alright. Got our troop sizes up to a substantial amount. Ooh, what do we have here? You are out hunting one afternoon. A bearded elder approaches, donning a simple traveler's cloak and a wide-brimmed hat that conceals his other eye. He greets you with a courtesy. Request a hoard of mead, then informs you that just yonder a well lies forgotten, filled with gold. He wanders off, chuckling as he goes, leaving you struck with the familiarity of his presence. You inform the men that the wanderer was none other than Odin. Gives me the zealous trait. Yeah, I might go with that. I can ignore him and lose the prestige. I can scold my men for believing in the gods. So that man was Odin. And anyone who doesn't believe it was Odin is an idiot and a liar. Alright. September. Okay, there we go. We're going to hold our great hunt. We will go in and find the white stag. So during the grand hunts we had the white stag. But during the rest of the year we had the great white bear. Alright, so I'm out in the woods and I see the mighty stag while my party is hunting. What are the odds? Gain 5 prestige. It would look really good above my fireplace. 50% chance no effect. 10% chance I get diligent. 20% chance I increase my martial. 14% chance I get wounded. 4% chance I get maimed. I get a severely injured trait and have 1% chance I die. We're gonna roll the dice. Don't seem to get any negative traits there, so that's good. Past month you've been spending a lot of time outside, training your trusty hunting dog. Find that the combination of daily physical exercise and fresh air are doing wonders for your health and constitution. You gain the diligent trait. Diligent's a nice trait. It's like +1 to so many stats. Alright, so we're just gonna quickly pop down our vassal list, make sure my current traits haven't offended anyone too bad. Sometimes you get zealous, and it can really throw things out of whack in your kingdom. Like if you have any foreign, some heathens running things. There we go, it was a fine sport. Gain 5 prestige. They could really suddenly take offense to you. But I guarantee these guys over in Pomerania are gonna like me. Actually, they seem alright with me. Even though I'm an infidel. Ooh. Pomerania is now a Christian nation. Will the world stop falling prey to the plague of Catholicism? Wolves! On the hunt, you see a group of wolves from time to time. They only seem to appear when you are alone, or when no one else is looking, however. It is all strange. It all has a strange, exhilarating effect on you, making your blood run quicker and drawing out your hunting instincts. The hunt, I feel so alive. Normally that would give me the cheery category, but I already have cheery. I am proud of my hunting abilities. That gives me a +10 prestige. Alright. Good hunt. Good hunt. Oh. Work has become boring and the hours drag on. I lose the diligent trade. That didn't last very long. Wow, that sucks. Alright, I was just checking my tech trees there for a bit. Let's take a look. So I've got this guy over in Dal raising troops. Got a long way to go. Alright, so... But you know what? I think that should be enough. We got like, what, 9,000 troops available? These guys... I don't know. I don't think we're going to bring them. Message about a marriage. Ooh. I'm gonna decline that. That's a weird marriage. And there's a son, another son born. Could use some daughters. Definitely could use some daughters. 18, 27, 21. Alright. So I did find a lover out in the woods and I made her my concubine. Sorry for any background noise you guys might be hearing. I got the window open because my office gets pretty hot, and my neighbors are doing a lot of construction, so we'll just keep it. If it gets too much, I'll knock it off. My half brother needs to focus on something. I'm gonna have him focus on etiquette. These guys definitely don't know how to do manners and whatnot. So we're going to probably need 100 boats, at least. So we're going to raise some boats here. Probably going to need a few more, I'm not 100% sure. Just a little tiny bit more. And some boats. Come on, I need some boats, guys. Where's a place to get some boats? Right here. There we go. Man, really? We're suffering attrition? Right there? Right there? Is there a plague going on? Huh. Doesn't seem it. It's just really bad attrition. 200 points were 200 troops were dying off because they couldn't the supply lines couldn't be managed. All right, so we got 112 boats there. All right, join those guys up together. Oh, Prince Hellhole is leading those troops. That's good. Good old Hellhole. So we're gonna try to get the remainder of these troops all together. My guys are really cranky because we've got like thousands of troops just sitting in Vestergotland waiting, not doing anything for months at a time. So my vassals are all like, "You're not doing anything with our troops." I'm like, "Come on, guys, it's called mustering. Yeah, muster the troops." And what I'm doing here is I'm setting them to loot. Definitely before you head out. When I first started playing Vikings, I would like get like this massive amount of troops out and send them off, and then we get to the native shores, enemy shores, and none of them were set to looting. And you can only set them to looting if they are currently in your in a territory controlled by you. I wonder if you could build a fort and have set them to looting. I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, we got our troops. And we haven't gone down to the Straits of Dover in a long time to visit our old friends in Sussex. So that's where we're going right now. Definitely check the factions and intrigue threats popping up. It's August, so we gotta keep an eye on that as well. So, here's our troops. Hellhole's leading the charge. We're gonna drop over in Kent first. There seems to be raised troops there in Sussex. So we'll raid Kent. September. So while those guys are raiding, I will go on a grand hunt. You see that guy standing there right there with the axe. Hoo-wee. So we found a boar while we were hunting in the forest. So if I let the peasants finish it off, I might get the craven trait. I don't want that. But if I face it myself, sure, I might get injured. But at least I get prestige. Always rolling the dice there. Hunting is a great way to boost your stats, but it's also an excellent way to lose your leader. 1 second. My horse was injured while chasing a deer. I will put it out of its misery. And as you can see, I don't know, we'll have to double check the vassals. Oh, dang it, I left these guys in Scandinavia. They've actually got quite a few troops up there. It's actually kind of impressive. We'll go back to Dover. Alright. And we have my sister who lacks focus. We're going to have her focus on struggle. Alright. So the raid's going quite well. Oh, I'm proud of my hunting abilities. I was quite content with the way the hunt went. I'm just keeping an eye on some of these troops. Some of these guys are really unhappy to be out here. My aunt has given birth to a bastard. And we'll name him Hemming. After the old doctor. Generations ago, a doctor named Hemming helped my family out quite a bit. This is my half-brother. I'm going to have him focus on etiquette. We Vikings appreciate good manners. Alright. So it looks like the first capital is fallen here in Kent. You can see it's now gone from a nice regular castle to a castle in flames. And that means we're going to move on to the churches and the city of Sandwich. And sitting in our loot pile is 24 gold. Alright, so we'll take a look. Still haven't exceeded a -5, so that's good. But I don't know, something strange seems to be going on with these troops. But we're gonna keep it going. Hellhole is leading the charge. There we go. My wife is pregnant again. Maybe a daughter or two this time. That would be nice. And we've looted the temple. And you'll see when we looted the temple, it increased our religious moral authority a bit. Or we got some piety, but that in the long run increases our moral authority. So the money's slowly raking in. It is June. So we're going to try to remember to go on another great hunt. You can get easily distracted in this game by the hundreds of things going on. All right, see, finally, I was really concerned that the some of my vassals were really angry and it didn't seem to be going down. All right, but it looks like that's all good now. Oh, we have a peasant revolt. All right, so let's go find out where that peasant revolt is. What? Right there. But who are these guys? Well, it just so happens I have a boatload of Vikings here. So what I'm gonna do is, after I'm finished raiding this place, after we bird sandwich the ground, which is gonna be soon, we're gonna go up and take care of that revolt, and hopefully it's not gonna impact my raiders too much. So we'll just, oh, it's September, so, oh, I can't go hunting because I'm not at peace. That's a bummer. So I gotta get up there soon and take care of those guys because they're really cramping my style. Alright. So we'll hop in the boat. And we'll go up here to the Sea of Firth. Now, I have two options. I could drop down in Scottish territory. And wait for my troops to gain strength and then march over. Or I could just deploy them and they'd be at half capacity. I think I'm gonna wait for them to gain strength. Meanwhile, we'll be actually raiding, so that's not bad. In many ways, it's killing two birds with one stone. Alright. Well, it didn't take long for the morale to go up. So we're actually just going to go over right now, and we're going to try to crush that rebellion. Hopefully it won't disrupt my raid too much. Oh, there we go. It was a pretty decisive victory. This guy is totally going to jail. And then we can board our boat again. We've got, how much money we got here? We've only got 100 and some. So we're gonna go back down to the Straits of Dover. I think I'm gonna move my guys right into Sussex. We're gonna just deploy the. Actually, we're gonna deploy to Kent, let the morale boost a bit, and then we're gonna go to Sussex. Sussex is definitely ripe for the plundering. There we go. Making everybody in the region mad. And then my sister. Oh yeah, this is my imbecile sister. I'm gonna have her focus on martial education. So at the very least, she needs to know how to defend herself. Okay, so they actually had quite a few troops here. A lot more than I was expecting. But it looks like I could push them back. Though it did cost me some... I did have some major major losses there. Oh! I got a prisoner. Whew! Catholic heretic. Who are these guys? Oh, the Saxons are invading. Are they? Oh no, that's just part of Saxony now, I guess. That's weird. Saxony's all over the place. Alright. I got 2 prisoners. That's nice. That's nice. And I'm no longer at war, so when September rolls around again, we'll be able to enjoy the pleasures of the Great Hunt. Tempted to go down to Rome. Do some looting in good old Rome. But I don't know. I'd feel more comfortable if I had 10,000 troops rather than half that number. July. Always got to keep checking things. Make sure everyone Look, the guy that was in prison is dead, or for some reason he slipped out. Lots of things fermenting in the kingdom, so that's fine. We're okay with all the petty intrigue. I am considering conquering parts of these islands here, but I just don't think it's going to be worth it. It spreads my attention out too far. I'd really like to be cutting down in here deeper. We've got some big problems down here. These guys, see, these guys are just a single kingdom, but they can raise 11k of troops. That's tremendous. France, similarly, 7,000 troops. Now, I can raise more than France, but once I start taking action down here, the whole region is going to get up in arms. So maybe I should start picking on some of the weaker countries. Like, let's look at Saxony. Saxony's pretty weak. They don't have many allies, so theoretically, I could go down and conquer some of Saxony, and I think that's something I'll probably look at doing. Oh, we're currently looting Sussex, filling our boat with loot. Hey, my concubine's pregnant. That's good. Always good. Oh, shoot, I missed it. Ah, missed the hut. Oh, what's this? According to Chancellor Roldorf, the peasants of Gasterglad have started a delightful tradition where the peasantry from several villages meet up and dance, feast, and pair up for future marriage. By promoting this tradition, we believe the county will develop strong local culture that will attract more peasants. A peculiar tradition. I support it. It's going to cost me some money, but we gain some prestige, and prosperity increases, and so does the local tax modifier, so we'll totally do that. And another concubine is pregnant. Yes, this is definitely good. I want more and more and more babies. My half-sister, who is a bastard, I'm gonna have her develop in the realm of humility. I got 200 gold sitting in my looter's pile. My booty. What was this? Is this? Yeah, that's France. So there's a lot of chaos going over in France. People keep changing their minds over who's ruling. Oh no, that's Austria, not France. Send him a gift. Don't consider offer from infidels. Alright. I was hoping maybe make it some sort of pact with him. But it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. I wish I could see clearer information on when blots would happen. Because like it will appear randomly on the screen. I'm sure it's not random, but I don't know what it is. So we have a new open council position. My spy master. New spy master. Ooh. That concubine I hired, my lover and concubine, is an excellent spy master. I will appoint her such. Excellent. I'm gonna have my marshal go back to organizing the army. There we go. More and more loot, and it's just a tiny little tribe there. You know what? I'm not even gonna raid it. But we're gonna go march over to Middlesex, and that loot will go straight into the. I'm sorry, directly into the Strait of Dover, and then from there we'll go to Essex, and then maybe Suffolk, and then we might go up to the Wash and loot in Norfolk. So these guys are really cranky that I'm raiding. That's fine. Yeah, one of my commanders isn't improved. That's good. But I don't think they're going to be able to muster enough of a defense to throw me out. That's okay. I got some ducal claims I can push. So let's take a look at this place here. This is part of a larger empire. But you know, they're kind of spread all over the place. And they're not particularly big. I mean, they're organized as an empire. But they don't seem to have a lot of troops. But they are pagans. So that means they should be able to muster they should be able to muster some troops using prestige. So that's something I need to be worried about. So we've got some epidemics on our hand. We got some consumption in our territory. That's alright. We'll just keep an eye on it. And another one of my commanders is improved. That's nice. And I have another son. We will name him after my grandfather on my mother's side. And what do we got here? My courtier. I'll let her be proud. I don't know why I'm so intrinsic to this child's life. I have a daughter finally. I like the name Saga. There is no man better at increasing the church's opinion of me, or teach me to become a more pious man than my seer Archpriest Frodi. I need you to talk to the church on my behalf. Teach me to be a pious man. Either way, it increases the prosperity of my county. I'll go with this one. The church will approve, and then increase all my temple vassals' opinions of me. Uh-oh. Daughter's sick. Oldie. My drunk friend. Not my dwarf. Oh shoot! That disappeared. Alright, so let's see if I could get that open list of messages again. Huh. Well. Interesting. So anyway, I messed that up. Accidentally clicked off and I can't get that back. Well, hopefully she'll be alright on her own. God dang. So my son lacks focus. So he's 6 now. He's got 2, 2, 3, and 4. His learning is really low. We are going to teach him the ways of etiquette. We also have a vassal. Sort by rank. So you got these 2 kid vassals, right? And I'm gonna arrange betrothal. You know what? I'm not gonna arrange betrothals until I start really needing to do so. I don't know who this kid is. Who are you? Why? Oh, you're an orphan, and the king must need to take care of orphans in his court, I guess. That's the only thing I can tell. Both her parents died. One died of the plague, and one died of cancer. Oh, I feel bad for you. But you gotta learn on your own, kid. Another marshal has improved significantly. Oh, okay, so my Doctor did try to treat Saga, but it didn't work out too well. Why am I even paying this quack? So she's no worse off than before, though. So that's good, I guess. She's lost some money. Oh well. Oh man. So she's becoming infatuated with me. That's nice. Maybe I'll make her a concubine when she's old enough. Alright, so we're still working away at Westminster. Okay, so it's August, so in a couple more weeks we're going to be able to go on a hunt again. I will have to go and check out the, oh, there we go, great hunt. I will find the white stag. So I am going to go over and check out the spread of that consumption. It looks bad, but honestly, everything looks fine compared to the plague that we suffered with. The White Hart has been seen to the north of Middlesex. I am told it is a hart 10 times the biggest deer ever seen. I will send out our best hunter, or this is my kill. This is my kill. Absolutely. Consumption has broken out elsewhere. Oh, alright, that's fine. We already knew about that. And more Lutons. So that was Westminster that finally fell. And so we're just going to move on to London, St. Paul's, and Tottenham. I will face the boar alone with my spear. Oh no! So, I have been severely injured, and I lost an eye. So, hopefully that doesn't kill me. Severely injured gives you -2 on your health. I got a +2 because of my hunting dog, and I enjoyed my hunting trip. I got a +2 because I have +1 for my hunting dog, and +1 because I took the hunter lifestyle. So technically, just the fact that I'm an avid hunter cancels out the fact that I'm severely injured. I am proud of my hunting abilities. What's this? So I could usurp this kingdom if I wanted to, which I do not want to. We got a non-aggression pact with this guy. I'm gonna send him a gift to make sure he's less hostile to me. Hopefully, once my my injuries recover, I'll be able to resume my hunting lifestyle. All right, London should fall soon. Just gonna close that. I don't plan on pressing any claims or anything like that. So. Whew. More consumption breaking out. Where are you at? Yeah. Looks like it's spreading. Actually, it seems pretty well contained. How long? How long will... Oh, Vestergotland prospers. Alright, so one thing I want to do is I want to check on my son. My son is 6. We're going to keep him... I'm going to put him as a toggle as a character of special interest. Mostly because I want to be able to keep track of him easier. London just gave me 100 gold, so I'm going to pause it for a second. I have 2 people who are characters of special interest. Why are you of special interest to me? I'm untagging you. That's very peculiar. Ah, he's married to my daughters, or a relative of mine. But anyway, I'm going to keep him as special interest so I can try to remember to introduce him to the realm when he gets old enough. So when he's like 14 or 15, I should really take the time to introduce him to the people of the realm and show them what kind of a great son I've had. Ah, interesting ideas on how to improve the economy. I'll spend that money. Definitely spend that money. So my son's doing pretty well. I'm gonna give him an artifact. I'll give him that +2 axe. Enjoy your axe, son. Enjoy your axe. What else do I have? Do I have anything else I can give him? Give artifact. I can give him a ceremonial axe as well. Yeah. Just give him stuff. That why I'm doing that is because having these in his possession increase his stats, and it's usually hard for children to increase prestige and to increase in their the opinions of people in the PAD. So if you could ever find something to just give them that little bit of a boost, I'm gonna give him a small gift. Money. Money talks. And my other son, who has a lisp, is going to focus on pride. I kind of like the idea of this guy becoming this shadowy sneak in the background. Oh, the horrific wound from your maiming is now stinking and oozing pus. The pain is debilitating. The courtiers are avoided you like death itself. So, this is not good. I lose the trait severely injured. I gain the trait infection and scarred. Alright, so I've got an infection now. And as such, the infection has hampered my ability to rule. So we're going to take a look. And, you know what? I'm gonna see how badly this is affecting things. So my vassals, nobody slipped into a negative opinion of me. So that's fine. So we're going to keep with that, but I'm hoping this infection goes away soon. I don't know if things are going to go well for Frody here. So we're going to finish raiding St. Paul's, and then we're going to move over to the barony of Tottenham. And our ship's only half full. Theoretically, eventually, maybe my infection will go away. So I've lost the proud trait. It was like, what have I done to be proud of? And you know, that's a very good question. A lot of consumption over there. Ooh, look at that. It's spreading up this way too. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to build some more hospitals. Got the money. Might as well. Toss down some hospitals. Kind of make a buffer around our capital. Got a hospital. It's going to cost us a bit, but I think in the long run, it'll be worth it. Victory! The pillaging and looting undertaken in your name has earned you a reputation of a fearsome Viking raider. All along the coast, mothers tugging their children in for the night, warning that unless they behave, the terrible Frody, scourge of the seas, will come ashore with his undead warriors and eat them. And I gain the Viking trait. I like the sound of that. Alright, that was a good raid. Now we're back. We're going on to that barony. Still got some prisoners here. You've been in jail for a while. Ooh. What happens if I ransom you? Yes. Interesting. Anyway. We've still got a long way to go. So Essex seems fine. Kent is also recovering nicely. Sussex is still on fire. So we've got hospitals building all over the place there. So we're also gonna make sure our main territories there. I'm definitely gonna, basically when I get back from my raiding, I'm gonna spend a lot of the money on ooh, awkward. We're gonna spend a lot of money on increasing our disease resistance. Got to keep those epidemics at bay. So we've got an epidemic at our doorstep. And that's why it's like, hey, do you want to shut the gates? And the answer is no. No, I do not want to shut the gates. I do not have what it takes to, maybe I should shut the gates. Yeah, see, here's the thing. If I had worse diplomacy, maybe that'd be a big problem. But we're gonna seal the gates, and hopefully things won't go too south. But we need to protect our family. We've got hospitals, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh, we're raiding. Castles always take a little bit longer. Baronies take a little bit longer to raid than other places. That's because they have far better defenses. But we're almost done with this, so that's nice. Alright. So we're almost done. This barony gets our money, and we will... Oof. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely want to keep raiding. So we're going to move over to Essex and let the raiding continue. Want to come home with at least that bare minimum 1,000 gold. Hey, Dala, good for you. Good for you, kid. I'll give you an honorary title. No, I'm not going to give you Crusader. Alright, so I'm going to pop back over here. We're going to see how the disease is spreading, and it's spreading pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But we weathered the Black Plague out of India. Devastated the entire world. So we should be fine. Take a look at my son. He's 7. He's doing okay. Alright. Do I have a court position? I better... Sure as heck better have one. Okay. He's pretty terrible at it. Alright. Well, we'll just hope that he can get rid of this infection, though. This is, once again, this is like the 3rd ruler in a row that has only had one eye. Like, they always lose it, usually for some stupid reason. Alright. So, Colchester is falling, so that's good. Our troops are in good morale. We've only lost about 1,000 people. 1,000 troops. Units of troops since we came over. The Scandinavian raiders are doing good. Now, I really hope that this infection fades soon, because that is a pretty big risk to my character right here. I mean, I'm one-eyed, and that's pretty cool, but I got some sort of weird disease by being bit by that boar, so that wasn't fun. And my daughter is ready to get some sort of new focus. We're going to have her focus on thrift. She's going to have a good head for money. Ah, there we go. The infection has put you in grave danger on multiple occasions. The pain and foul smell have finally subsided, and your wound looks clean. I feel better. So, the infection's gone. You'll notice that I'm no longer so hampered that it's hurting my ability to lead properly. The question is... no. See, as I've mentioned before, health is a hidden stat. So we never can be quite sure what our health score is after inception of the game. So right now, it does tell me that I no longer have enough health traits to go hunting successfully. And that is what happens. It seems to happen with every single one of my characters. They take the hunting lifestyle, they get right into it, and then they're like, no, I'm too sick to go hunting ever again. Enjoy those next 40 years. Alright, so we managed to loot this place. All the goodies went into the boat. Like I said, I want to make sure I have maybe 1,000 gold sitting in the hold of my boats. And now we got to go back up here and check the spread of the epidemic. Now I'm building hospitals all around here. So we got our hospitals established, so that's nice. But hopefully that will help stem the tide. Ooh. Seer Frody burst into your chambers, flanked by several warriors, dragging Ragnar the Seducer in chains. My Filkir, this man has been openly proclaiming his allegiance to the Fellowship of Hell. Let's take a look at here. He definitely has been acting highly suspicious. He is causing a lot of problems. Throw him in the dungeon. We will save him for the blot. Whenever that might come up. So basically now I can keep the hunting lifestyle, which is what I think I'll plan on doing. As it gives me +2 martial, it gives me +1 health, and I want high martial. High martial allows for extra troops, basically. That's good. It increases my personal. It should increase my personal fighting style. My defense score in case anyone challenges me to a duel, so that's also good. But more importantly is I'll get the events that pop up still, so I can go hunting the bear, great white bear, and that will happen no matter how low my health is, apparently. Alright. Let's take a look. We do have 700 gold sitting there. And what, have another 100 gold. That's nice. The cities always give so much money. So we're going to sack that bishopric, and then we're going to move up to Suffolk. Get a city there with their name on it. I have gained a good friend. Wow. Me and my concubine have bonded, so that's nice. But I got some bad news, concubine. I'm setting you aside. You're no longer pleasing to me. I will take a new concubine. What do we got here? Oh, that's Hala. That's the girl I helped raise. Hala, welcome. Welcome to life as my concubine. Oh, I feel kind of bad about that. I helped raise the girl. I'm like, you know what? You might make me some good babies. Oh, what? And we've got another illness. We've got camp fever has broken out over here. I'm going to build a hospital here. So we got hospitals all over their area there, so that's good. Vikings were known for their rather intense medical system, I'm sure. Alright. Known blots, that's fine, no threats. I don't even feel like... I feel like even though my council isn't full of, like... My citizens like me, my vassals like me enough that I don't feel the need to appease every powerful lord at this point, so that's good. Son lacks focus. This is my third son. He seems to be an idiot when it comes to being a steward, so in the odd case that he has to take over, we're going to have him learn the ways of stewardship. And Waltham is almost burnt to the ground, and then we're going to move up to Suffolk. And I think our time in Suffolk will probably get us enough money that we can say, yeah, let's go home. My half-brother... time for him to really focus on a new way of thinking, and we're gonna have him focus on not intrigue, martial. Yeah, I don't want him being sneakier than he needs to be. Alright. Oh well. My sister turned out to be a misguided warrior. Didn't turn out that great. Now this guy wants to marry her. Ooh, I'm going enough there. Decline. I'm not gonna marry my sister off to some my daughter or what? Was it my daughter or my sister? That's always a good question in this game. I'm not gonna marry her off to some bloated schemer. So here we go. We have enough economy points saved up that we can really look at into improving something. Improve keeps is actually a good idea. And let's take a look here. We're going to actually go spend a lot of points on improving keeps. We're going to spend some points on improving our town infrastructure, and why not the church infrastructure too. So we did upgrade our technology quite a bit there, so that's good. Now improved keeps is going to allow us to obviously upgrade our castles and stuff like that a lot better. I do like having upgraded castle walls. So I'm going to upgrade my castle walls to 2. There, and I think that should allow me, when the time is right, I can upgrade my keep. Yeah, I can upgrade my keep to a type 3. I do like having a nice, strong keep. So I think that was enough there. So yeah, now we're going to move to Suffolk as planned and continue the raiding. We could go back down to Sussex. But no, we'll raid this area here. We don't need to go anywhere really special, because we only need to get our goal. We only need 90 more gold, so that's fine. Helps if I unpause the game, though, doesn't it? There we go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check my epidemic here. Nothing's really breached Vestergotland. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to open the gates. It's going to increase my diplomacy again. Oh, as soon as I did that, clearly this is a good omen. This is what I should have done. Because as soon as I opened the gate, we had reports of the Great White Bear. So we're going to go saddle my horse and we're going to go out there. But more importantly, this is going to allow us to host a blot when the time is right. Once I'm done my hunting trip. So I'm thinking once we get our Vikings back home, we enjoy the loot, and then we have a grand old blot. We've got several prisoners languishing in jail. Some of them have been there for years. Some of them are members of previous attempts at staging revolutions. Some of them are just simply captives from our raids. And we will have the blot, everybody will be happy, and that should appease the gods. And I think if we appease the gods, that they'll totally leave Vestergotland at very least alone. I don't think that's how it works. There we go. This time, the Great White Bear will not escape me. There we go. I had to finish my tea off. I had reached that critical point where the tea was about to go cold. Alright. I have noticed the Marshal King Sigur's hard work, and everyone seems to like it. I'm deciding between having my Marshal heighten the morale of the troops, or try to recruit more soldiers. I'll have him recruit more soldiers. I like having a big army. I do. It's very important. Makes me feel like a tough guy. So I'm gonna keep popping over here just to make sure Vestergotland's not like too bad. Let's take a look. Fruitlessly scouring the countryside, you come upon a small cottage in the wilds. You knock and see a beautiful young woman opens. She pauses, then gives you a warm, inviting look. It's lonely out here. I wonder if you would stay the night. I'll say, of course. This is how I got my last concubine. So I think I'm gonna have another concubine soon. Of course. Yeah. The next morning, you wake up with a warm body next to you. You spend a long, pleasant night in the cabin, but it's time to get back to the world outside. Your companion looks at you in the eyes, caresses you, and asks you to stay a bit longer. Come back to court with me. All right. So I've got mayor of the wilds living with me now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my concubines. I think I got a 30-something-year-old. 27. That's my spy minister. So I'm going to... Well, that's right. I appointed Hala. I'm going to set this concubine aside. And then I'm going to go over to my lovers, which are my relationships. And I'm going to take my new mayor of the wilds and make her my new concubine. You return to your court. The hunt for the elusive white bear seems fruitless, but there are many more things out there in the wild. Maybe next time I will catch my prey. Maybe next time. Alright, so how's this looting going? We've got 933 in there, and we've almost finally laid siege to Ipswich. Take that, yes, Saxon bastards. I think I'm going to have to conquer Saxony. Or at least these parts of Saxony down here. That's going to paint a big old target on me, but Saxony is the weak point, and if I don't absorb them and take them over, someone else will. We seem to be holding off the disease, knock on wood, in Westergotland quite well. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish our looting, we're going to go have a great blot, and then we're going to put it up for the day. So my sister... I'm going to have her focus on Marshall. She needs to know how to protect herself against that sketchy guy. Alright. So this guy wants to marry my aunt. I'm going to accept. Because he's the leader of a revolt. So if he takes over, I'm going to have to suddenly worry about him. But if he doesn't, at least I have a powerful ally sitting somewhere. Keep jumping back to check out the spread of all the disease. Alright. 37 more gold into the boot. Into the boat. So we got Ellie, the bishop there, and City of Bury left to go. Yeah, we'll loot those two, and that should be enough. Oof. Is that camp fever? That's camp fever. Spreading everywhere. It's pretty rough. Hospitals, they do nothing. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna finish looting this place. Get our goal of having over 1,000 loot in our boat. I have a half brother who needs focus. He's gonna focus on education. Let's take a look. My heir is 9. We're gonna let him keep going, keep ripening. These are dark days. My daughter, Princess Saga, has been beset by strange rashes and episodes of delirium over the last few weeks. I have just been informed that her affliction is indeed camp fever. And sure enough, camp fever is in Westergotland. Call for my court physician. Looks like she got some good treatment, though. Minor. Ooh, no. Alright, so, we are going to shut the gates again. Nope, we can't shut the gates. I cannot shut the gates until April of this year. So, we might as well have a blot. No, I wanted to wait. If I don't have the blot now, I might not be able to have it. Let's take a look here. Alright, we're going to have the blot now. We also have a threat. This guy. Who's this guy? What's your deal? We're going to arrange a betrothal between your son and my sick daughter. Oh, they won't take her because she has a contagious disease. Okay, that's cute. It's a smart move. So we'll send my not sick daughter. All right, so the guests have arrived, and the time for the blood has begun. You gather outside the temple and start by offering animals as sacrifice to the god, while their meat is prepared for the feast that is to follow. The blood is sprinkled on the statues of Odin, Thor, Freyr, and the other gods, as well as the worshippers themselves. Now for the human sacrifices. Alright, so they've accepted my marriage. Alright, Ragnar the Seducer. Brought up from the dungeons and escorted to the temple. When he sees the dangling noose to be placed around his neck, he pushes the nearest guard aside, making a desperate run for it, but to no avail. Your men drag him, kicking and screaming, back to the temple. All-Father, we offer you this sacrifice. Hey! And as he was a seducer, I'm sure no one is mourning his loss. The sacrifice over the feast at the end of the block can now begin. The meat of the animals that were sacrificed have already been prepared, and there's plenty of meat to go around. Let's go on inside. Oh no! My other daughter's getting sick. Oh, this is terrible. Call for my court physician. My babies. My babies. Alright, you are conversing with another guest when loud screams of passion interrupted. One corner of the room, in full view of everyone else, Jarl Mordvinko is engaged in carnal pleasures with one of the serving girls. Both are completely naked, and only when they notice the stunned silence in the room do they seem to remember where they are. Ha! You old dog. Nicely done. I have the lustful trait, so I guess I'm totally impressed by his virility. We need to get our troops back home. We're almost done looting this place. Alright, the feast is over, and with it the blot. It will be at least 9 years until you hold your next one. But your vassals return home. Most seem to agree the ceremony is well worth the trip. So, 9 years. So that answers my own question. I probably should read more, right? This kid whose dad's in jail has finished his education. I guess he's my responsibility. Alright, so we've got over 1,000 gold, and I think it's time to head on home. Our troops have been out for a very long time. So we're gonna send our guys back, and we're gonna just touch down in the closest territory possible. Then we're gonna lower all our vassals and stuff like that. So we got 1,050 gold and a matching prestige, and excellent. The influx of gold is well received among our people. Lower those boats too. Alright. Let's take a look. I have had my eyes on a title, but my spy master has advised me to forget about the title, saying I would invoke too much wrath if I try to claim it. My wife Hala, however, is doing everything but telling me outright that I should pursue the title. My wife is right, I should pursue the title. It gives me extra intrigue. And the chance of getting the ambitious trait, or it would invoke people's wrath. I will if I follow my wife's advice. I will ignore my wife. I don't want to invoke people's wrath. So let's take a look. We have a ton of troops now. We're still nowhere we can compare to Austria. But actually, I can muster more troops than them, so that's unusual. Though Saxony is right for the picking. So the question is, do I want to go to war with Saxony? I can just claim a territory on someone else's behalf. Now I have these options to declare holy wars, and that'd be great, except every Catholic in the area can join into the war, and we're pretty much the only nation of Vikings. So if I just go for a regular old conquest, doesn't look like he has any friends that are going to come into the war. Let's just double check. So he could muster 2,447 troops. Let's take a look at his capital here. Wow, his troops. He doesn't have many troops available at all. Alright, you know what? I know we just got back from war, but I think we're gonna go to war. We're gonna go to war, and hopefully the attrition between here and there is not gonna kill us. Alright, so raise those troops. We're gonna see if oh no. We declare war, then raise the troops. There's an order to these things. Alright, we're gonna declare war, and we are gonna go after Holstein. we're now at war. First and foremost, we're just going to try to do this with our own guys, rather than call in aid from our vassals. Vassals love raiding, not so big on just letting me conquer things. Oh, open council position. My steward must have died for some reason. You'll see that their women are popping up here. Oh, look at that. Look how smart I was. My wife and my concubine lover both have the same name, so I was a very clever person when I did that. I will have... Actually, we'll get Nuyat to take over that position. He's going to be good at it. I'm past the point where I need to worry about placating people. I know I said I was going to put the game up, but I really just want to see if I can conquer Saxony. Or if this is going to blow up in my face. Now, see, all those guys are getting on boats. Ooh, jeez. Aww. My concubine and lover died from camp fever. So, we'll put the next one in position. The last one I found on the hunt. So these guys are all pouring out there. So we're going to actually just raise some of our vassal troops. And they're going to go and defend the capital. My son is sick. I can finally shut the gates, so I'm going to shut the gates. So I'm not hunting anymore. These guys are definitely changing their mind where they want to go. Oh yeah, see they're get our troops over there. Wow, they made a bad call. So we got lots of people trying to make marriages. I'll decline that marriage. They were betrothed, so I'll accept that one. Oh man, who's this? This is my daughter. Do I want to throw her out? Throw her out. Call for my position. I just kicked my daughter out. Alright, so our first foray in the war has gone well. We've assembled most of our troops. We're going to bring these guys, our vassal troops, down here with us. This is extra reinforcements. But we're going to move these guys. Oof, I don't want to be... I'm going to point these guys to lead the army. And we're going to push on through over here, and we're going to engage. We're going to not wait to muster our troops together. We're going to just engage their troops. We've got vast, superior numbers. But we don't want this war to drag on any longer than it needs to. There we go. So hopefully this will backfire at us. I see them loading up their boats again, heading on out. So they're going to be... Oh, man. My wife is sick. This is worse than the plague. Plague didn't nearly affect us this bad. So we're going to go down and we're going to definitely raid Holstein. I'm going to take these guys and I'm going to send them back up. Kind of to defend the land up there from the Saxon raiders. They keep showing up. They're not... They can't even lay siege to my territory properly. They're just causing problems. But we need them to be up there to definitely try to keep an eye on things. Alright, so we have our troops here. Just in case we... I don't think I'm going to need to worry about... what do you call it? Attrition here, but I'm going to build a fort just in case. That's normally something you do with the pagan factions. We're going to have this guy chase down. He sure likes to run. I think this war on Saxony is going go quite well. So I have a daughter who needs a focus. Ooh, she's smart. I'm going to encourage her to continue on with focusing on struggle. So that'll go. So he must be looking for a place that's got like weak defenses that he can actually lay siege with the meager amount of troops that he has. All right, I think we finally caught up with him. I don't think he can run any further. And everyone's sick and dying. My wife is dead. So I need to find a new wife who's got some good skills. I'm literally just marrying for talent right now. You know what? You look good. We'll marry you. You have good stats. People respect wealth. So that gives me 300 extra prestige. So my new wife, she has some nice stats. Mostly I wanted it because she would increase my stewardship score. So, and that will keep me having being able to manage enough lands. So down here, the siege continues of Holstein. Babies are being born all over the place. Double check. Yeah, camp fever is causing some big problems. Our hospitals just aren't doing the trick. But we've had a military victory against the Saxon forces up here. And Holstein is, we are 50% done sieging, laying siege to the first castle here in Holstein. So I think Holstein as a county is as good as ours, and that means over the next several generations, we're gonna pick apart Saxony. We're gonna send these guys down here, pursue this these Saxon troops. Whoa, okay, Saxons are coming in with a lot of troops. With low morale, but a lot of troops nonetheless. I think we should be able to hold them off, but wow. I don't know where they got that many troops. Probably hired mercenaries. But we repelled them easily, and we just went back to sieging. Where is... So we could move our cursor over his military. Hired troops. He hired 5,149 troops. Now, I'm willing to bet those are hired religious orders. That's my bet. And as such, look, we got more hired troops. Who are these guys? Grand Master. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they must be holy orders. Holy orders will fight at a discounted rate, if not for free, against heathen armies. So that would make sense that he would hire some defenders of the faith, so to speak. Ooh, I gotta get these guys down there. Alright, so I don't know if we're going to be able to hold that off. I wanted to get my troops down there in time, but we've got some complications. Yeah, okay, we'll toss that guy into jail. We got to get... I don't know if my reinforcements are going to get there in time. It's a pretty... Oh, no, we lost. Oh, we got sub troops there, so I don't know. That's I don't think we made it. We were defeated, so that was a pretty hefty defeat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our troops back, and we're gonna redouble our efforts. We've got a lot of money. We can hire some. We can hire some pretty big troops. Alright, so we're going to wait for these guys to break away. So they're going to be busy liberating Holstein. Alright, so we're going to lower our levies. And then we're going to raise them again. Now, this is going to really irk a lot of my my vassals. Because they're not going to want troops to be up that high. I'm going to leave these guys out. That's an awful long way for them to go. And I'm also going to leave these guys out of it. Because I don't want to like send boats up there just to get 400 extra troops. So we're going to muster these guys. They're going to meet in Ostergotland, not Vestergotland. Vestergotland is still gripped by camp fever. Actually, we're going to meet here. So, what is more important? Is we're going to hire some mercenaries. Currently, we are in a surplus of 6 gold a turn. So I definitely want to hire someone within that price range. Let's see here. 6.18. We'll hire these guys. Join forces there. And that should allow us to still operate at a in a surplus. All right, so we're gonna go and saddle my horse. We're going to go hunting. That's good. I guess I wanted to go hunting so bad. I was like, screw the disease. I'm gonna get out there and go hunting. That sounded like a smart move. You're a really smart guy, Frody. All right, so these guys are slowly liberating Holstein, and that's okay. So we're gonna take a look at their current. They don't have a lot of money, but we are going to have superior numbers when we go down and attack them again. Theoretically, we're going to have superior numbers. Just double check. He's got 6,000 troops. I think our guys are generally better warriors. But just to make sure, we've got some military points that we haven't sped out yet. Let's take a look at the out. We've got a lot of heavy infantry and a lot of light infantry. So let's see about upgrading them. Let's upgrade our light infantry and our cavalry. So that'll increase our troops' capabilities, I do believe. Well, it'd be dumb if it didn't. Yeah, totally does. I get these guys down here. They're laying siege. Oh no. Who was that died? My marshal. We're going to appoint Hellhole to be marshal. Definitely put Hellhole in charge. Alright, we've gathered our followers and hunting dogs. Maybe we'll find another concubine out in the woods. That's alright. Fill my court with capable women. Alright. Keep grouping these guys together just to make sure that we have the best troops all put together. What's going on here? You want my uncle to marry? Doesn't seem to be. Yeah, all right. We'll allow that marriage. Okay. Apparently we're facing attrition. Oh wow, after many days of hard hunting and tracking, you finally managed to trap the white bear in a cul-de-sac between 2 rocks. The great animal is at your mercy, and it looks at you with intelligent eyes, and you are suddenly struck by its beauty. Its head will adorn my wall. 200 prestige. I get Master Hunter. Gives me plus 1.1 prestige and plus 1 martial. I cannot slay such a noble animal. Gives me the exact same stuff. Its head will adorn my wall. So I got Master Hunter. Good for me. I found the white bear, I think. Now I moved all my troops down there because we didn't have enough. They were getting some attrition. Look, he's got more and more troops there. All right, so we're gonna take a look. Make sure we got our best guys leading the charge here. These guys look good. We are not losing money, so I guess we are going to... You know what we're going to do? We're going to get our boats up. And get our boats up, and we're going to have them come here. We're going to drop our troops over here in Gilliand. I didn't need that many boats, but why we're doing that is because if I attack from this island over here, I'll be at a disadvantage. Major disadvantage. So there we go. I can lower my boat vassals. We're gonna wait to just get our morale back up. Have another daughter. That's good. Alright. So the good news is once my morale gets high enough, that should be good enough. I don't know. By the time I get there, my morale should be at max. And alright, let's see if we can get rid of these guys. We're definitely pressing the advantage. We got the numbers, but I don't know. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, I don't know what just happened, but it was not good. And we have... So the war on Saxony has not gone well. I think we're going to have to surrender. What happens if we surrender? If we surrender, we lose 200 prestige, that's no problem. I have to pay a lot of money, which I can afford to do. Germanic Moral Authority goes... Ah, yeah. I'm going to surrender. Actually? We're gonna wait it out. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna gather our troops again, and we're just gonna see what happens. So this war could actually take a bit of a longer time. I'm gonna have this poor kid focus on learning. Gonna check on my own heir, who's 11 now. I hope I don't forget about him. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna rebuild our troops. Probably call in more mercenaries to fight for us. And we're going to see what we could pull off. So we're going to put it up for now. We've definitely gone over my time that I wanted to spend on this stream today. But it was a good experiment, and we're going to see if we could turn this fight against Saxony around next time. So thanks for tuning in. If you like it, hit the subscribe button, like button, share it with anyone that you know that might enjoy it. And turn on notifications, and you can see when I'm streaming. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot.